Let's create a super cool surfing project. First, let's create the costumes. For the cat, we will add a surfing board. So you can just use a line, make it thicker, draw the line below the cat. We need to draw another costume, which is a blue dot. Let's use the circle to draw the dot. And because the cat is surfing on the sea, so we're going to change the dot to blue color. Okay, so that's all the costumes we need. First, let's look at how to draw a static wave, a wave that is not moving. It is done by drawing one line, after another line, after another line, after another line, until we reach the right side of the screen. And for each line, we will start at a slightly different location. So once we finish drawing all the lines, you will have a curve on top. We want to allow the user to change the size and the speed of the wave. So we're going to create two variables. And we're going to change this to slider. To draw anything on the screen, we need to use pen. If you don't see this on your screen, you need to click the extension and choose pen. First, let's set the size. I want to use 8. And the color. The color needs to be the same color as the blue dot that we draw earlier. So I will use the color pick. Choose the color here. We want to start the drawing from the bottom left corner. So I will go to this point. But before I go to this point, I want to do a pen up so that I don't draw anything on the screen. After I go to this point, now I'm ready to draw. I will do a pen down. Now I need to go up. So I'm going to set my Y to be, okay, it's going to be a complicated expression here. First is a multiplication. And the first part of the multiplication is sine of x position. Sine is something you're going to learn in secondary mathematics. So if you haven't learned this yet, don't worry, just follow the steps. So that will be the first part of the multiplication. Second part of multiplication is another multiplication. And it's going to be the size of the wave times 10. So as I move to different x positions, my y value will be different. That's why you will have a curve on top. Now let's run this. I have one line from the bottom left corner to this position. Now I just need to move to the right and do the same thing. So I'll move 8 steps. Right? And make sure my direction is 90, so I'm moving to the right. Let's try. You can see it moved to the right. Now I need to go down until I reach the edge of the screen. I'll use a loop. Repeat until touching edge. I'll slowly go down, so every time I'll change my y by -2. You can see now I'm drawing the second line. Now we have drawn 2 lines. Our next step is to make sure that y goes back to the top. We'll move to the right a bit and then coming down, drawing another line. So how do we make sure y goes back to the original starting position? That means when we are coming down using this loop, we need to keep track how many times we change y by -2. So I will add another variable. I'll call it step. Before I change y by -2, I will set step to 0. Now every time I do the change, I will change step by 1. So keep track of how many times you did this. Now we need another loop. I'm going to repeat the same number of times, but this time I'll change y by 2. This will allow me to go back to the top. Next, I need to move to the right again. So I need to repeat doing this. I need to move to the right, then I need to come down, then I need to go back. Now I need to repeat this line as well because this line is setting y to different values every time. And how many times we need to repeat this? Until we reach the right side of the screen. So we can repeat until x position is greater than 235. I put this inside the loop and I put it here. Now let's try. Before we try, let's erase everything on the screen. Run again. You can see the y is lower a little bit. Now let's try. Before we try, let's erase everything on the screen. Run again. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit. You can see the y is lower a little bit Now we have a nice static wave. Our next step is to make it move. How do we make it move? It's actually draw another wave, but with different y values at different locations. So I can have another wave is like this. It will look like it's moving. That means I'm going to do this many times. The best way is to create a block for this. I'll create a block called draw. I'm giving this sequence of code a name. Every time I want to use this sequence, I will just use the name draw. Now we will do when green flag clicked. We need to keep drawing, so we need a forever loop. Inside the loop, I will just keep drawing. But if I stop here, that means every time I'm drawing the same wave, it's still not moving. So I need to add a variable. Let's add a variable called counter. When green flag clicked, we will set counter to 0. When I finish drawing once, I'm going to change counter by speed. And next, we need to change the y value here. So every time the y is a different value, the wave will look different. So instead of x position, I will do x position plus counter. And I'll put it back. So once I finish drawing, I'll change the counter. When I go back to draw again, because counter changed, so this y value also changed. I will have a different wave. It will look like I'm moving. Now let's try. Now it's super slow. How to make it draw faster? Go to the block, right click, edit, run without screen refresh. Okay, now let's try. Oh, why is it like that? Okay, because we forgot to erase. Every time we finish drawing, we need to erase everything and draw another wave. Now it looks like the wave is moving. Our last step is write the code for the cat. The cat looks too big. Change its size to 50. When green flag clicked, I want the cat to always start from 0, 0. And the cat needs to keep moving as well, so we need a forever loop. The cat must be in a position that's slightly higher than the wave. So let's go back to the code for the wave. And I want to copy this line. So I will drag it out, separate. Then I'll drag this line on top of the cat. I'll put it back. Now let's go to cat. We already have this line. This is the height of the wave. I want the cat to be slightly higher. Let's add something to this. I'll choose a plus. This will be the first one. And I'll probably choose, let's try 30. Need to change its direction as well. So we'll point in direction. Okay, this is another complicated expression. First we use a plus. Second part is 90. Now the first part is going to be a multiplication. And first part of the multiplication is cosine of x position plus counter. So cosine of this. Second part of the multiplication is another multiplication. Wave times minus 10. Let's put everything to here. Now this is the direction we want. Point direction, put it here. Now let's rerun the code. You can see the cat is surfing on the waves. Okay, so that's how the game works. Now you can choose to change the wave, make it bigger, or you change the speed to make it faster. That's how to create a project. Have fun!